Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. A'udhu billahi minashaitanirrahim. Nirajim. Apologies, I've got a bit of blocked doors at the moment. I was chatting to a Hindu friend a few days ago about the her supernatural experiences with a ghost in her house. So I'll start playing our conversation. Was remembering that time that you had a friendly ghost in your house. Do you remember when you lived in West Bowling, Carbottom, near Carbottom? And I visited your house, and you go, I've got.
I don't know. It was friendly. It was just weird. It was just. I was a bit scared.
But you called it a friendly ghost to me. You go and you.
Did I?
Yeah, and you said your friend heard it walking upstairs as
No,
well.
there's no one there. Nobody else really witnessed it, but except for my neighbour. They said there was something strange going on with the TV going off and stuff like that. And she said she could hear bouncing on, like someone bouncing on the bed coming from my room.
Right. And where were you at the time when she said she heard that?
I don't know if it was what time. I forgot to ask her if it was whether it was in evening or I don't know. Oh God, messed up my vitamins boxes, dress sets. What made you remember that?
I don't know. I waffle on a bit here about I make up some story about why I decided to ask her about it. Let's just move the conversation forward.
Like, you feel like hand nails. Daughter was talking to somebody.
Isn't it? But we just one of the hanging parts. Sorry, here I'm talking about this other experience that I had with the demons moving apart a plant. Apologies. So we're just getting to the end of that conversation.
Some parts of it could just move.
Well, anyway, we both witnessed it, and we both, well, Munna, she got freaked out by it, and she was like, oh, let's go to where the other family members are, because we were at a different house on our own, and she said, let's go, because she were a bit freaked out. So I just sort of remembered about, the ghost that you told me about, and that you mentioned your friend. Why did your friend tell you that she heard somebody bouncing on the bed? And
my neighbour.
Oh, sorry, your neighbour. Why did what?
She heard it, and she said some strange things have been happening in her daughter's bedroom. The TV turned off, and she could hear like somebody had been bouncing on the bed or some sort of noise.
Right, was her daughter's bedroom connected with yours?
Yeah, because it was terraced.
Yeah.
There was like terraces, weren't there, townhouses? So she said her daughter was talking to somebody, and she said whether it was like a boy or something like that. I can't remember what she was saying to him.
And how old were her daughter?
In her teens, I think.
So the daughter was talking to this, what I consider a demon, and it was representing itself as a boy to the neighbour's teenage daughter.
I think.
Yeah, that would be worrying, wouldn't it, if your daughter starts talking to someone? So did you have any experiences with it? Your neighbour told you, but did you have any experience?
No, before I spoke to her about it, I did have some experiences, yeah, even before I spoke to her about it. And I used to feel like footsteps on the night coming up the steps and someone walking across the landing, which was just quite small, like the floorboards creaking. And then I felt someone sit on my bed and you could feel it go down.
Really?
And
wow.
And that freaked me out a bit. Felt the bed sort of moving slightly, rock. And then there was a big thud on the living room, coming from the living room ceiling up to my bedroom.
Right.
And then I had this girl living with me, Gargel, and she said, I had this board where I had some work done, the wardrobe's fitted, and I just left the board there. She said I could feel some, like, you feel like hand nails screeching against it.
Really? On
Yeah.
scratching against the board.
Yeah.
All right, that's.
Then she said she felt as if there was somebody in a bed.
Right.
So that was a bit freaky. And I don't know, just a bit unnerving. It might have been okay, friendly-ish, whether it was that child or not. If it was a kid just playing around. Oh yeah, the other thing was, like, I had my mirror in the bedroom properly, firmly stuck on, with the nails and stuff, stuck up. And then I come back into the room and one side of it was off.
Really?
Yeah. And I tell you, my sister Sammy, and she brought me some holy water from the temple.
Oh, did she?
Yeah.
And then what happened? What did you do with the holy water?
Just sprinkled it around everywhere, and just I don't know if it was I don't know what it was, whether it was just something there, or whether it was that kid playing around, messing about, or I did feel.
I don't know why she says that kid playing around. It's a ghost we're dealing with. An invisible ghost, whether it's a child or an adult. Let's continue.
Feel a bit unnervy, whether it was.
And then when you sprinkled the holy water, did it go then, or what happened?
I can't remember if it did help or not. Can't remember now.
do you remember you were saying you wanted to emigrate to Australia? I'm going to pause it at this stage because I want to upload this video in 2 parts. I've had a problem uploading the video for some reason. I pray that I managed to upload it properly on this occasion, but I thought perhaps I'll try to split it into 2 parts. So this first part, we're dealing with the experiences of the jinn or demon or ghost, whatever it was, supernatural entity, how it was interacting with my Hindu friend and her, I believe they were English neighbours. And then later in the next video we'll see how the jinn interacted with me. Okay, hopefully you can join.